Well, apparently man forges governments for, among other reasons, as shields. Shields to repel foreign enemies, to create a stable infrastructure, and whenever possible, to advance healthcare so as to attenuate illness itself. However, in the case of our most recent past president, fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony. According to news media outlet Reuters, it was reported that the man who launched the cancer moonshot, former President Joe Biden, now 82, has been diagnosed with an aggressive metastatic prostate cancer that has already spread to his bones, carrying a Gleason score of 9 out of 10. What does that mean? So, if you were to imagine a walnut-sized organ positioned just underneath the bladder, that would be the prostate. And when prostate cells mutate and multiply out of control, we call that prostate cancer. Now, tumors can often sit quietly, clandestinely, and left unchecked, undetected, they can spread and invade other tissues and organs faster than the last administration allowed chain migration. And how dangerous is that? Well, while a local and isolated infestation of cancerous invasion can sometimes easily be dealt with by the body's immune capture and evict agents, once this kind of cancer spreads across the land of the body, the organism or human's chances of survival plummet from nearly 100% before invasion to less than 30% after. Cancer cell chain migration, or metastasis. Now, according to the European Urology Association. I don't know why Reuters didn't ask the American Urology Association. Bone metastasis in particular will double the risk of death, and Dr. Chris George, the medical director of Northwestern Health Network Cancer Program, says prostate cancer is no longer curable once it spreads to the bones. Gleason score is a grade of cancer aggressiveness, and a Gleason score of 9 out of 10 is chaotic. Cells divide fast and they're prone to spreading. And so, what's on the horizon for the man with a Gleason score of 9? Registry data shows that only 1 in 3 with a Gleason score of 9 survive. And although modern hormone blocking drugs, targeted radiotherapy, and even chemotherapy can slow progression, our domestic treatment models seem to pale in comparison to what many people and even providers would consider lesser countries are doing for their patients. Did you know that? Countries like Japan, Germany, and Korea, known for their technological innovation and advancement, regularly and repeatedly deploy molecular hydrogen inhalation in the treatment of cancer for their patients. Why would advanced technological countries use molecular hydrogen as an adjunct in the treatment of cancer on their patients? Perhaps it could be that they recognize the over 2,700 clinical studies that, among other things, show conclusively molecular hydrogen is a selective antioxidant. In fact, molecular hydrogen selectively targets hydroxyl radicals, the main culprit that fuels tumor growth and amplifies treatment toxicity. Molecular hydrogen is inherently anti-inflammatory and backed by studies showing up to a 60% improvement in quality of life gains in those patients. Even during radiotherapy, it was reported that cancer patients found molecular hydrogen cut fatigue, lowered oxidative markers, and did not blunt cancer treatment. What's even more impressive is that, in terms of safety, appropriate clinical dosing of molecular hydrogen has no known adverse side effects. In terms of cost, commercial inhalers available for at-home use cost pennies per session. The bottom line is, a Gleason score of 9 with bone metastatic cancer demands aggressive, multidisciplinary care. It's true, molecular hydrogen isn't a cure or a replacement, but emerging evidence suggests that it can ease effects and side effects of cancer and treatment, and may even slow progression safely, effectively, and most of all, relatively inexpensively. I'm Dr. Greg. Thank you.